Freakish February started the year. 11 butterflies reported to wisconsinbutterflies.org in this historically butterfly-free winter month. February 22nd, the earliest. February 27th, the temperature neared or exceeded 70 degrees Fahrenheit through much of the state. Morning cloaks and commas roused from slumber. Before spring arrived, March added 128 butterflies reported, giving us 139 winter butterflies. And they weren't just morning cloaks and commas. March 7th became the new earliest date for cabbage white and clouded sulfur. The first red admirals waited for spring, March 29th in Grant County. But on April 8th, they started being seen in large numbers, particularly near Lake Michigan, such as the 50 reported in Port Washington. Yes, 2024 experienced another red admiral invasion. On May 11th, another invasion started, with Jacob Collison finding the earliest reported pipevine swallowtail in the state. By mid-June, more reports were rolling in of this southern gem, with 15 reported at Schlitz Audubon on June 19th, the same day the Leglers found a female laying eggs on their pipevine for a third non-consecutive year. By June 24th, pipevine swallowtails had made it to Appleton. Zebra swallowtail reports started in mid-June. May 3rd, the first American snout was seen near Warner Park in Madison, and then went on for the summer to be reported in Dane, Dunn, Milwaukee, Dodge, Iowa, Lafayette, Grant, Kenosha, Columbia, Washington, Dorr, Oconto, Trempealeau, Rock, Sauk, and Ozaukee counties as of mid-September. Then spring made way for summer and some surprises. July. Everyone started asking, where did the monarchs and fritillaries go? Statewide, the fields of milkweed and bergamot could have flashed vacancy signs as very few butterflies chose to nectar. I asked resident monarch expert Karen Oberhauser if she had any information that might shine a light on the monarch decline. She shared her analysis that is available at the SWIBO website. Her graphs tell us quite a bit. If you look at a typical year like 2023, you'll see that eggs and caterpillars surveyed reach a maximum in mid-July. In 2024, the data looks very different. Monarch larvae were most abundant in May and then tapered off. Oberhauser speculates that weather, lots of rain, brought the numbers down. Also, this data resembles that of 2012, another early hot spring, and a year when monarch numbers were way down for overwintering sites in Mexico. People are predicting that the monarch will receive federal status as threatened or endangered, which will have repercussions for many other butterfly species. If a migratory species gets listed, government agencies that make decisions impacting upon the species must develop plans of action. For example, the monarch's listing would require bodies responsible for trimming roadsides to maximize protection for the butterflies. The timing, frequency, and degree of mowing would have to be considered, leading Wisconsin's Department of Transportation to develop policies that would govern local practices. Other butterfly species would likely benefit from such policies. A year ago, I reported an influx of western whites in northern counties, wondering whether they would overwinter here and get established. Well, no western whites were reported in 2024. In late August, a few sightings of another rare visitor, the Zabulon skipper, surfaced in southeastern Wisconsin. Only reported once in 2023 by Ed Bukes from his backyard. Greg Angie reported the small flyer near Lake Michigan in Milwaukee's Warnemont Park on August 24th. The next day, Bukes again reported it from his backyard. Mike Reese claims the Zabulon skipper has been moving northward steadily. As August moved into September, dry conditions prevailed in much of the state. Greater fritillaries remained rare sightings, as did the ladies, including the earlier phenomenon, the red admiral. So butterfliers turned to smaller subjects. Fiery skippers, sachems, little yellows, all had a good year. And the wild indigo dusky wing was seen frequenting Lake Michigan areas, perhaps expanding its range. Looking beyond our borders, the United Kingdom's big butterfly count produced some shocking findings. With 85,000 citizen scientists submitting reports during the 24-day count period, Butterfly Conservation, the organizing body, noted a decline from 2023 of 1/3. It was the worst summer in the count's history for common blue, holly blue, green-veined white, small tortoiseshell, painted lady, and Scotch Argus. 4 out of 5 species showed a decline in the last year. Butterfly Conservation's head of science, Dr. Richard Fox, explained, "Butterflies are a key indicator species. When they are in trouble, we know that the wider environment is in trouble too." He identifies neonicotinoid pesticides as a major culprit in butterfly declines and warns, "If we don't act now to finally address the long-term drivers of butterfly decline, we will face extinction events never before seen in our lifetime." I must admit that the themes of extinction and extirpation have plagued my thoughts as I waited for needed precipitation and considered the absence of greater fritillaries this season. I speculate that our nectaring butterflies may be doomed, but consider that the future may favor those species less dependent upon flowers. Out of curiosity, I scoured 2024's butterfly reports to determine that 131 species have been seen in Wisconsin. Here are their names in randomized order to close this year's report.